Alright, this is a quick recording for installation of Rackspace Cloud Sites WordPress install. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just open up, I'm going to show you a test site, commandadomain.com. It's just a simple test site. This is what you'll see. Your site is ready when your Cloud Sites account is set up. Of course, names are pointed to Rackspace. What we're going to go ahead and do is log into the control panel. I already have my information saved here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click the login button. Once we get in, you should actually see your website listed. Of course, under website list, just click on that, and you'll see a couple of tabs here. If you scroll down, you'll actually see a few more features, including your database. If you go to your permissions, you can see your permissions for your website, FTP permissions, email accounts. You can create your email accounts, edit them, spam filters, etc., mail preferences. Features. Here is where you can also create your databases. Taking a little while here. There we go, and you can see your default technology, which mine is set to PHP. You can also schedule cron jobs, and you see your relative path to the site on the shared server. So now what we're going to go ahead and do, if you click on General Settings, right here, what we're going to go ahead and do, let me see, scroll down just a little bit, and right here under databases is 0 out of however many databases you want set up. Let's go ahead and click Add New, and right here is where you're going to create your database. Fairly simple. Straightforward demo DB. MySQL 5, of course, the only database we can set it up. Database type. Username, just for sake of the demo DB again. And then just a temporary test password. And then finish. We're going to go ahead and let that provision. Should only take a few seconds. Nothing, not going to take too long. But right here, what we're going to go ahead and do is go back to Google, and then you're going to just want to go to WordPress. Click on the downloads section, and of course download either the zip file or the tar. For this being my first video, of course, everything is going to be on a Linux machine. I'm going to cancel that out because I already have that downloaded in our downloads directory. It's still zipped up, so go ahead and open my terminal, and then just cd to the downloads directory, if I could spell that right, and then just tar xvf, and then directory, uncompress, go back, that's all good right there. So now what we can do is go back to the settings, open up FileZilla or whichever FTP client you're using. FileZilla, being free, and it works for me. The cool thing is you can actually use two different FTP addresses. The ftp3.ftp to your site.com, or of course the domain ftp.commandadomain.com, which I'll use that. You can get your username, and type in the password, of course port 21, and connect. Okay, now that it's connected, you will actually see your www directory, your domain directory. You'll see lib, logs, and web. Click on web and content. Everything in your content directory will be visible to the public. That's where all your information for your WordPress site will be stored. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is actually go to the downloads directory to find the WordPress directory to upload all the files that we just unzipped or untarred. And everything here. Okay, while this is going through, as you can see, so everything's still set. The WordPress, your website is ready. This can take just a little while. It shouldn't take that long, depending on your connection. But I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video here, and then recommence once the upload has been complete. Okay, the download's pretty much, the upload actually is pretty much complete. Direct listing. If you do a refresh now, you'll still see your website is ready. Keep doing a refresh. Yeah, your website's ready. What there is a index.html file in the site that has that your website is ready. All you got to do is delete that because you're using, of course, the index.php. So the index.html, just save it, download it, delete it, just move it out of that particular directory. Once you do that, go back to the site, do a refresh, and there you go. You should see create a configuration file, which pretty much sets up your WordPress or wp-config.php file. So once you go in, this is where you'll type in your database name, username, password, etc. and database host. So if you need to go back to view lists under your databases in the control panel, click on the database name. So essentially that right there is your database name. Of course, because I named them both the same, the database name and database user are both the same. Oops, actually. There you go. And the username is the same. Password, just a generic password for this demo. And the local host, whenever you're using local DNS, make sure you use the host name, not the alternative IP. If the server is, of course, an outside of Rackspace server, then go ahead and use the IP. But other than that, use the database name. Just next. It looks like everything's done. Run the install. Set up your title. Just command a domain. Admin. Just testing. Generic password. Let's scroll down a little bit. Of course, you want to enter in your email. You can always change this later, but usually the email that I add would be the email address associated with the domain, which, of course, if you go back to the main section of your site's domain, click on email accounts, and you can either create your email account or use one of the ones on here. But it just works just as fine. You can also have your site appear on Google's search engines, just by making sure that that checkbox is checked. Log in, username admin, of course, and then log in, and there you go. That's the WordPress control panel. If you go to the site now, you can see the site is now set up. You don't see, you know, welcome to your site, what have you. It is now set up, running, working. You know, you scroll up, everything's set up pretty much for you. You can actually, there's a couple of themes that are already installed on WordPress's control panel, just default themes. You can buy your own or find different free ones, but just to show you, just a quick demo, you know, just choose any one you actually want to view. Your different choices. You go to preview, give you an example of what the WordPress site would look like. Just for testing purpose, we'll go ahead and use this one here. Click on install, and then install now, and activate. Once that is activated, you can go ahead and go back to your site, do a refresh, and there you go. Different theme, it's all set up. If you have any questions, just let me know.